Hey guys, welcome back to my new episode on But Coffee First. I'm glad you guys tuned in this week to see about the topic I want to discuss. Now, there has been something in the news on TikTok, Instagram, literally everywhere, okay? About this DJ Envy / Cesar Pina Ponzi scheme. So, without further ado, let me tell you about my thoughts.
This morning, hugely popular radio show host DJ Envy facing scrutiny.
It all starts with credit, right?
Over his connection to a business associate who was arrested by federal agents for his involvement in an alleged real estate Ponzi scheme. Cesar Pina, charged with wire fraud, was often featured on the massively successful syndicated radio show The Breakfast Club. Envy, who says he never made any money investing in real estate in the business venture, maintains his innocence and has not been charged.
I've never stole anything from anybody, and I'll just leave it at that.
According to court documents, federal agents allege that Pina used DJ Envy's fame to conduct real estate seminars around the country and promote real estate enterprises linked to Pina. Court documents describing Pina as far back as 2017 accepting money from investors for the alleged purchase, remodel, and sale of specific real estate projects, often promising 20 to 45% returns on investments within 5 months, but instead using new victim investments to pay off prior investors and cover personal expenditures, in all defrauding dozens of victims of millions of dollars. DJ Envy's attorney insisting the radio host did nothing wrong.
DJ Envy is a victim, just like the others, and he's actually a double victim because now there's a bunch of false reporting, and again, an element of sensationalism.
DJ Envy's attorney, his defense, that DJ Envy is a victim, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Me and him were partners in the real estate seminars. We were partners in a couple real estate transactions. That's it. He's not a victim. He was my partner. He was an investor.
So let me help you get a bigger picture of this lawsuit, right? So 2 guys are suing Cesar Pina and his wife, as well as DJ Envy, and as well as 2 other companies, okay? So let me tell you about the first company. The first one was to invest into the property for operational upkeep of the building while it was, being taken care of, or until it was sold, or until it was fully rented, right? But during COVID-19, they contacted Pena and he kept saying that it was delayed, because of it, but he kept also claiming that they were working on it. Now, the second company that's in this lawsuit is basically saying that it is a company called Flip to DAO, which is like a crypto / credit card use ability to invest in shares or real estate, okay? And then there was a seminar that was put on by DJ Envy as well as with Cesar with a whole list of other people that was on this panel. Pictures were in the brochure and it was marked and advertised. But then a couple months later, there's this guy named Tony the Closer who he mentioned on Instagram that Cesar and DJ Envy were running a $14 million Ponzi scheme. So all of a sudden, DJ Envy denies anything to do about flipped it out business, right? Now, when the news broke out, the 2 guys seen it on the news and then they called Cesar and they called DJ and they both were denying oh, that's not true. That's not what's going on. Don't believe what they're saying. So they also decided to reach out to the people on the panel. And guess what? Even the people on the panel denied the involvement in this company. So now you got these 2 guys wondering where's my money? What is he doing with it? So he basically asked for his money back, but he couldn't get his money back. Now they're thinking where is this money at?
When I first got into real estate, I called 3 people. I called Clue, I called Fabulous, I called Joe Budden, right? My Desert Storm family. I said, hey guys, I'm doing real estate. This is something that I think that, you should invest a little bit of money in, try it out, and that way you can do it. Joe Budden told me it was a Ponzi scheme and I was gonna go to jail.
And it's crazy that, to me, I've always thought of that number 3 being a very magical number, One, because you only have 3 times to really give me a reason not to mess with you. I really would not want to give 3, but I think I guess.
Me as someone that he is not speaking to. We have not spoken about anything. And he calls me and starts talking about some real estate shit. For me, that's odd. We don't speak. And now you calling me, telling me that your man's with the government and he could get the buildings and there's a list, it'd be me, you, and Queen Latifah and whatever the fuck he was saying, because I was walking my dog in the backyard, so I want to stop listening at this point. But that just sounded fishy.
Now, it is interesting that the situation is going on. I can only imagine what Joe Budden is saying in his head right now. Like way back in the day of him talking to Envy about this. Now, DJ Envy did mention that Cesar did go to prison and that he learned real estate in prison. Now, I know there are libraries and there's information for people who are incarcerated to better themselves. And I do not doubt that he could have learned some information. But my concern is more about what he did with it and where is it? I wonder also, when it comes to this type of situation, why there was no types of backgrounds per se, or any type of vetting of these companies, of these people, like regardless of who they are. Because even as a licensed financial advisor, I have certain protocols and things by the state that I can do and I cannot do. And I will be heavily fined if I do not do or do those things. And when someone is licensed or at least certified in something, there's a lot more credibility when it comes down to things like this, okay? Now, here's another thing I wonder. How did they even meet? Interesting. Now, DJ Envy is acknowledging that he played a part in it as a victim, stating that he did give Pina money and that he did not receive any money.
Flip it and Jay. Today, Pro Style came. This is your first time picking up rent, right?
First time picking up these joints, so we don't want to see the names on the checks, but yeah.
Oof. First time picking up rent, and that's what it's all about. When I tell you about creating generational wealth, that's what it is. I picked up, this is some of my rent. He owes me some more. His rent is picked up.
Just getting started, baby.
And that's what it's about. Pro Style jumped into the game. How many houses you bought?
3. About to hopefully close on the 4th.
This guy's trying to get more houses than me. He's gonna start speaking at the seminar.
We at like 12, 16 units real soon. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's what it's about. Teaching and learning how to do it.
But then Cesar is saying that it's not even true, that they were in on a couple of houses and that he got paid and that they did work together and that they were partners. So this very tangled web between DJ Envy and Cesar and what they have together. Now, there's nothing wrong with flipping houses, okay? I'm not in real estate, so I really do not know like the spectrum of it or like speak too much on like the laws and the regulations. But as someone who knows and took an oath of fiduciary duty, look that up, for my clients, the thing that stood out the most, not just as a Ponzi scheme, is how it became a Ponzi scheme. How it started off. Like, did they start off purchasing like homes and properties, right? And then renting them out and then purchasing other properties and then like having investors come in so he could get his money back? But what I am hearing like on the blogs and stuff, basically he would purchase some properties and tell people to invest in them. Or almost closed properties he would tell people to invest in it, right? Like he almost bought it. And then some of them he didn't even own, or he did, but he had been sold those like years ago. Now, when it comes down to this lawsuit, what they are, trying to bring to case, it's the right to see the books and it's the right to see the records, because they're like, where's this money? Where did it go? Where is the money? Show me the money, right? That and consumer fraud and aiding and abetting. And I think that's more because of DJ Envy, and that's that they're saying that he used his likeness to legitimize the business that attracted the investors in the first place. Because again, presentation is representation. And if I look at the situation that was being told to me, I would have asked so many more questions like, let me see you do it, or show me some proof, or like show me the money, you know, help me go fish so I can go get and fish myself. I don't know. All I can say is I would have got someone who's either certified or maybe a lawyer to look into these things, okay? So furthermore, I don't really have any much more to say other than wondering if there was a Ponzi scheme that was planned or if it did start off like legitimately like a business and then digress to a Ponzi scheme. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me hear your comments below. So until then, make sure you like, you follow, you share, you comment, and support Coffee Brown Entertainment on YouTube. Okay, guys?